What's going on, guys, and welcome to another podcast of Gaming Online. I'm InkMedley, and today joining me we have, as always, my partners in crime,
DJ After 5
and Dante GX8.
Yeah, and today we're gonna be talking about there's a lot of news going on with Wii U, and we heard that also Red Dead Redemption might be getting another game in the Red Dead series, so let's talk about that. First of all, we're gonna be talking about the Wii U. The Wii U sales from April to June were completely devastating, only selling like 160,000 units. The original Wii actually outsold the Wii U from April to June. A 7-year-old console outsold the Wii U, and the 3DS is, well, it's reigning the handheld market right now. It keeps going and going and growing. It sold 1 million units, if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot. That's a lot of the 3DS right there. But let's talk about the Wii U. This is incredible. The Wii U is an amazing console, and look at what's going on with Nintendo and this new console that they're giving out. And if I had to put my 2 cents on this, it will be that Nintendo's marketing campaign for the Wii U failed completely. And I've talked about this with CJ After 5 before, and even with Dante GX8. We both have said, us three have sat down and talked about this, but never in front of the microphone. So today we're doing this.
So my opinion on all this is that Nintendo completely failed to market correctly the Wii U. The Wii U is a beautiful console for what it is. People say it's not a next-gen console, but people can just shut the hell up, because seriously, if you haven't grabbed the Wii U controller, like from the console, in your hands yet, you're missing out on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, being next gen is not about being the most powerful one. Being next gen is being innovating and doing something new. And we saw this like in every single generation. The Wii won our past generation underpowered console. Back then, the PS2 was an underpowered console compared to the Xbox, and PS2 won. Okay, and then before then, the PS1 only had a 32-bit system compared to the 64-bit system from Nintendo, and PS1 won once again. So we've always seen this from generation to generation. On underpowered, power doesn't matter. Keep going, Moises.
Yeah, and the problem is people have this misconcept with the Wii U. They think that it doesn't have valuable IPs, that it doesn't have good games. Well, we've already passed that. There's plenty in its library already that they're fun, they're good games. They're for like all types of market, the hardcore, the casuals. They have for everybody, and people don't notice that. Everybody think that the main consoles now are just the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, when in reality this has always been the three major companies. It's been always Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony since 2001 till now. So
yeah, the thing with the Wii U is that I think Nintendo failed to deliver the system to customers, because I still go to GameStops, and when I'm looking at the Wii U shelf trying to look for another game or something, I saw a mom or a dad trying to buy a Wii system for their sons or whatever always come up to me and ask, hey, how the new controller works, how the new controller attachment works on the Wii. And I say, no, dude, this is a new console. Actually, this is a brand new console. And they go like, it's a new console? It isn't an attachment? And I say, no, this is a brand new console. So us gamers know about the Wii. We know it's a next gen console. We know it's a new console from Nintendo. But Nintendo's marketing system for non-gamers, for casual gamers, is 0 to none. We haven't seen that punch on those casual gamers. We seriously can't put our finger on it. And what you say about the games, the thing is that compared to the Wii that is already established, compared to the 3DS, well, the Wii U has almost no games basically. But remember that this is the sales figures from April to June. So with the release of Pikmin 3 on August, the release of Splinter Cell Blacklist on August, on October we have Wind Waker HD. So with the release of these games that are coming up in October, we're gonna go see a little up in Wii U sales. And of course 2014 is gonna be the year for the Wii U. It's not now, but it's still it's still really, you know, Nintendo needs to be a little precautious of what they do with the Wii U.
Yeah, and that's also the same problem because why do you think they haven't sold the controller for the Wii U separate yet? Because they're afraid that if they do that, people will get confused and just buy the controllers thinking it's compatible with the Wii, which it isn't at all.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Wii U controllers because, you know, a lot of people who own the console, right now, if their controller breaks, the only way you can get a new one is by sending yours through mail and for Nintendo to fix it themselves. If I'm not
mistaken, you need to send the whole console because
you have to send the whole console.
Yeah. So John, you've been really quiet on this topic.
Well, like I said, I don't know much about the Wii. I know that it has a lot of potential, and I like it because you know that I usually go to your house and I'm like, fuck yeah, Wii U. But like I see it pretty much the same way that says the Wii U doesn't have many games because the games that it has is pretty much the downloadable ones from pretty much old games and that sort of stuff. And I think it has so much potential with the whole, you know, touchscreen and that sort of stuff with the interaction with the TV and the touchscreen. And they're just not releasing games right now that emphasize that too much. Pretty much the only games we have there, they just don't.
About the Wii U system, sorry about that. We had to take a little cut right there because my dog was barking a lot. And I have a pit bull, and those bark can be like Fus Rodas from Skyrim. You know, they're really loud. So yeah, the Wii U system has a lot of potential. I really hope that in 2014, with all the games that are coming out for it, I really hope it gets the hype that it's supposed to have. So hopefully we're gonna see an up in sales for the Wii U system. But right now we also saw the Red Dead Redemption, the series basically. Rockstar is saying that, not Rockstar, Take-Two was it, right, Moises?
Yeah, Take-Two and Rockstar are talking about making the franchise of Red Dead Redemption a permanent one to them, meaning that probably we'll be seeing sequels of it soon. I can't say a date because they haven't announced it, but they've been thinking about it, so that makes me really happy because I'm a very big fan of Red Dead Redemption.
I was talking to John like on Facebook, and John tells me that they might do a prequel, and I'm saying no, they can't do a prequel. Yeah, we already have a prequel.
What I'm thinking of is not technically a prequel, just a separate story, because just like how you see a prequel for Batman, Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, it's not technically, you know, it doesn't technically go before the game. It goes in that order, but it tells a separate story that's before what happened in the game. And no one ever really talked all too into detail about John Marston's past. So what I'm thinking is that they're actually gonna do his story, what happened to his past, what happened to his gang members, because in the other game, pretty much you were just hunting them down. You don't know what happened. You just go based on the little things that they say. So I think that's what they're going to go for. They're going to go a little bit more in-depth into the story of John Marston.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Moises about it, and Moises told me, like, it's Rockstar. They know what they're doing. They're a really good company. And I said, that's why I'm complaining, because they're such a good company that I was hoping for maybe a new character or a new storyline. I don't want to see much of the same things that we have already read them Revolver back in PS2, and this is a spiritual successor. Red Dead Redemption is actually a spiritual successor, so I was kind of hoping like a different storyline, maybe a new character or something, but they can do whatever the hell they want with their game. But basically Take-Two is saying that Red Dead is gonna have another game in the series, and this is going to become a franchise to Rockstar, which actually Rockstar hasn't really announced anything. This was Take-Two who actually said that, and Take-Two they're only the distributors of Rockstar. Rockstar is the publisher and the developer, and they have actually no comments on this whatsoever. Take-Two was the one who actually made the comments.
Yeah, and also I feel like Red Dead Redemption could be like this generation's Metal Gear. Literally, they've done so much in so little time, just like when Metal Gear started back in the day. You know, they started from a game that nobody heard about, like the Metal Gear for the NES, and then they became Metal Gear Solid for the PlayStation 1, which back in their day was a groundbreaking video game with good graphics and good gameplay. Well, nowadays, we have the same situation. Back in PlayStation 2, nobody knew about Red Dead Revolver, but then when Red Dead Redemption came out, it became critically acclaimed. And as I'm seeing it as it being this generation's Metal Gear, in the sense that it has so much quality, so much story, a very great weapon detail. It has so much to bring to the table that if it becomes a saga just like Metal Gear and has multiple games, I think they couldn't go wrong. Because Metal Gear, sincerely for me, Metal Gear hasn't done no wrong, not even once in one of their games.
Yeah.
And they've done very well handling their IP. Well, I feel like Rockstar, a company that already knows how to work with their IPs, could just keep on making Red Dead Redemptions until, well, Red Dead Redemption 5 probably, or something. I don't even know. Maybe.
Yeah, I understand your point completely, and this has not only happened with Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead the series. Basically, this has happened with many other games. This has happened with Borderlands 1. Nobody knew about that game. Almost nobody didn't play it, including me. I didn't even know that existed until Borderlands 2.
Agreed. I just got it.
Yeah,
I got it bought like randomly from a friend. I'm like, is this game even gonna be good? And I remember Moses told me, yeah, it's like a first-person RPG. I don't think it'll be very good. And then we played it, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah. Until Borderlands came out, that's when the hype actually got there, and everyone's like, Borderlands 2, goddamn, and then they started playing the first one, and then done to the second one.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we've seen this not only with Borderlands and Red Dead Redemption, but let's go to the big papa of Rockstar Games, Grand Theft Auto. Let's go to the big papa right now. Grand Theft Auto 1, nobody ever played it. Like, basically, almost nobody played it. Huh?
There's a 1?
Yeah, and then Grand Theft Auto 2 came along, and then, if I'm not mistaken, there's a Grand Theft Auto London, 1969 London, which nobody knew about. And until Grand Theft Auto 3, they didn't see no success at all. They kind of saw success with PC players, but they didn't see a head-on like success like until GTA 3. And now they have converted that whole thing into a series, and now they have all these great games, and now Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be the shit. So we've seen this not only with Red Dead Redemption coming from the same company, where we saw that obviously with GTA as well. But I think this is the end of the podcast, because we have to cut it right now. I don't even know if you're in the call.
Yeah, we're in the call. We're just waiting for you to say like, hey, so this is the end of Gaming Online, and these were my buddy in crime, this faggot lord, and the other faggot lord, and then we did it.
Okay, there you go. That's the ending. I'm not gonna even change it. That's the ending by Dante JXA. There you go. That's the ending.
Yay! My first ending to a video.
So yeah, guys, if you want to keep in touch with us or want to keep updated more sequely, you can like us on facebook.com/gamingonline page right there. We also have a twitter.com/gamingonlineR.
We also have a Tumblr Gaming Online.
No, it's now, right? Gaming Online now?
Yeah, Gaming Online now.
Gaming Online now.
So they could write it wrong and then get angry at me.
So you can follow us there. You can also subscribe to our channel, share this video, do whatever the hell you want. Like I said, I'm InkMedley, and you already heard what Moises said. Goodbye, my